Your boy Ron, man. I'm back with another video. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing great. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel. And like, share. You guys already know what to do. But look, we're back with another video, man. This one is from Andrew Tate. This is his response after his BBC's interview. This was his first interview since he's been released from jail. And the interview got taken down because a lot of people, it got so many dislikes. And yeah, so the BBC, they took it down. But this is his response to that interview. And it's good to hear from Andrew Tate. You guys already know I rock with Andrew Tate. I pretty much agree with 90% of the things he speaks about and says. The only 10% would probably be, he's Muslim, I'm Christian, but that doesn't keep me away from my brother. I still definitely rock with a lot of his standpoint and his message, is for men to be disciplined, masculine, hardworking, take care of your family, your children, and just be men, so of course I'm going to rock with that message. But let's see what he had to say about the BBC interview and just his stance and where he's at mentally and what's going on with him. So let's see what he had to say.
In the interest of saving absolutely everybody's time, I feel like doing a generalized statement to all legacy media inside of the Matrix. And I'm doing it to save their time and mine, as well as protect the minds of the masculine youth for the future. I want to make it very clear that the legacy media, which I enjoyed the company of today, have made a massive mistake and missed a chance to do some genuinely interesting journalism. After being unfairly incarcerated in a Romanian dungeon, I thought that even the BBC, in its absolute arrogance and hubris, would be smart enough to come to me after 6 months, being the first interview I gave to the Matrix, and be smart enough to ask questions people were genuinely interested in. What's it like inside of a Romanian prison cell? How were you treated? Why was a person's liberty deprived of them for 6 months without charge? How is your mental state post?
And yeah, man, I spoke about that before. I think what happened to him was wrong. Like, regardless of how you feel about his message, and his rights were violated, and that's scary that could happen to someone. They could be arrested without any evidence, be held, and even once released on house arrest. And I think they actually extended his house arrest. I did a video about that too, so go check that out if you haven't already. But I think that's just inhumane. It's scary, man, that can happen to someone who's only speaking about a narrative or his own message that doesn't go against the popular narrative. So you can basically not, and this happened in Romania, right? He's a resident of Romania. They locked him up in Romania. But I think a lot of his support, I think it's around the world, but he get a lot of support from America. If not, that's not. If that isn't his leading market, so that means, America, hopefully we don't get to that point where they can just arrest you like that for speaking out. But yeah, man, I saw bits of the BBC interview with the lady before they took it down, and yeah, she was definitely there with a different agenda. It didn't go well for BBC. They didn't look too strong or credible from what I saw in the interview. But yeah, so that's why they probably took it down too, because you can't come at Andrew, without your ducks in a row. He will make you look stupid, and yeah, I think that's what he did.
Your unfair incarceration. Things people are genuinely interested in hearing. But instead, they came with the same old talking points. And I'd like to address all of these talking points to the Matrix media now to prevent this happening again, because it's a monumental waste of everybody's time. I say things on the internet. I've been making content on the internet for a very long time. Finding a clip from 2016, 8 years ago, finding a 4-hour-long podcast from 2016, ignoring all context, ignoring everything positive I say about men and women and the world, and taking a single sentence and trying to pretend that's my entire worldview is not the bombshell you think it is. Nobody cares. Everybody understands what satire is. Everybody understands what a joke is. Everybody understands it's the internet. Everybody understands all of these things. Plus, the people who know the truth of my message are very capable of understanding what is satirical and what is true. People are not as stupid as you'd like them to be. Sitting down with me and missing the chance to have a genuinely interesting interview with genuinely interesting questions that people are interested in hearing the answers to, and instead attempting this attack to get this bombshell aha moment is never going to work.
And it's clearly that's what they were doing. Anyone who really follows Andrew and I've been following him for a couple years before I came in contact with him when he was on the podcast with Tom Segura and his wife, Your Mom's Podcast. And that's when I kind of seen, I was like, who is this guy? And that was a couple years ago. And I kind of just followed him ever since. Like, he just started to slowly become more in my recommended and all those things. And then, like, boom, next thing you know, Fresh and Fit and everybody else started supporting him. And then his whole platform blew up. He started teaching people from his courses and things online from his website, and he just kind of became this figure. But my point is, everyone knew who follows him what his message was. Yes, a lot of his content online was satire. He would say things in a jokingly manner about relationships and women and things like that. But most of us who follow him knew what he meant. He was basically coming from, men, be strong. Be the leader of your house. Lead your home. Be disciplined. Work hard, and you will attain certain success, and you will have the women of your choice. Take care of those women. And, but he spoke a lot about the world and what was going on to men and masculine men and just how government specifically and other things, media, things of that nature, which in this day and time, media is government. It's part of the government. They are ran by the government and big pharma and things of that nature, right? But, right? Or no, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, right? But no, he spoke about those things a lot. And his following grew, which means more young people, young men, the young men of society who are the warriors, the ones who are going to be next in line to make things happen in their worlds and in their country or in their whatever environments. Those who can affect society and where it would be going. Because let's be clear, men do that. Men have done that. What's wrong with America now is things are out of order. Yep. Things are out of order. That's why men are not able to be masculine, and women want to be masculine, and women want to... It's all out of order, man. It's all out of order. And that's what he spoke against. And if you speak against things that go against the narrative or what is made the narrative or idea how things should be, then when you go against that and you're popular at it, you become a problem. So this is what led up to everything, the attacks and everything he's going through and he's went through. But as you can see, he's out. He looks stronger. He looks mentally sharper, more focused than ever. They didn't do anything but make him stronger with all of the attacks. And I support Andrew. I support him. I love what he does. I love what he's doing. So yeah, man, keep at it.
Because one, I'm too smart for all of you. And two, nobody cares. Nobody cares I made a joke 8 years ago. Because everybody knows I was joking. And everybody knows the truth of my message. So you're wasting absolutely everybody's time. Worse than wasting everybody's time, what you're genuinely doing is damaging the minds of young men. And I think I have a responsibility as one of the most influential men on the planet to protect the minds of young men and all of the men who look up to me. Nobody, no young man below the age of 30 has any interest in what the BBC or the legacy media say. They don't care and they don't watch it, unless I appear on there. So when I sit across from a reporter who says that having a nice car makes you a misogynist, it's disingenuous.
You
And also,
the financial success
correct.
with a Bugatti and a cigar, but it comes with a side order of misogyny.
How does having a Bugatti and a cigar come with misogyny?
Because it's all mixed together in what you teach.
I find that to be extremely dangerous rhetoric.
Yeah, that rhetoric is definitely damaging. You can't say working hard and attaining nice things and wanting to have a cigar for leisure is misogynistic and dangerous or what. No. If anything, to what it means to, first of all, I think we all know what it means to attain a Bugatti. That everyone can't get a Bugatti. So to get to that level of achievement means you had to do something right. You had to work hard, definitely. You had to be organized. You had to be disciplined to get to that level. That's just only inspirational and motivational more than anything. It's not, to be looked at as dangerous or misogynistic. Yes, you can have a Bugatti and smoke cigars and be a misogynist. Okay, but that's not what we're talking about, and that's not that's not what her rhetoric or how she framed her statement. She said it is misogyny. No, it's incorrect, ma'am, and that's dangerous, and that's what media has been doing for so long. They say things and frame things to fit a certain narrative. That's dangerous. Because what that does is, and I think that's what Andrew Tate is saying, and others have said, and who were courageous enough to speak about it. He's saying that the damage and the danger in doing that is you are manipulating, you are lying, you are altering one's perspective and perception when it comes to hard work and discipline and attaining a level of success that only forces you to be at a level of focus, a level of discipline and hard work that makes you an unstoppable force. And that's what they don't want. Let's be clear. Let's be clear, because they can easily flaunt a lady half naked and this type of thing in front of a Bugatti. And that's okay. But a man that who is physically in shape, mentally in shape, and says everything that goes against what this particular narrative is, that guy is dangerous. I disagree. But hey guys, if you like this video, you already know what to do, man. Hit that thumbs up button down below, man. Comment down below. What do you think about it? Do you guys support Andrew Tate? Do you think what he's doing is for not just young men, but people, the world, women too? Because there's nothing greater or better than a strong man who's willing to stand and be courageous for his not only woman but children and what he believes in. That's what pushes society forward. That is what God intended. That is the order of things. So to go against Andrew and his message is out of order. That's my belief. That's what I believe. I support you, Andrew. I rock with you, man. And keep fighting the good fight. And if you guys already know, man, I will have more on my Patreon. Go support the Patreon. I will leave it down below. We can definitely speak there freely. I have a bunch of content that you will not get anywhere else, from guides to so many different things. So many different things, man. Just go check it out. Come support the Patreon. Support the influencers and content creators that you rock with. Support them. Support them. And you can support me by liking and sharing this video. I love you guys. It's your boy Ron. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.